Excavation complete. Elevation to laboratory level restored.
This place looks like the science facility in Victor, but smaller, and filled with all sorts of projects I've never seen before.
I believe this was Mirage's private laboratory. She claimed that solitude was a prerequisite for her best work. We should have known it was for little more than concealing discoveries from the rest of us.
Well, she can't hide anything from us now. Let's see if we can find any clues that'll lead us to her.
Basnasite, monazite, laterite. These and hundreds of other diminishing resources on Earth we journeyed to Calyx for. What if all of them were replaceable with a single, perfect omni-material? A substance easily manipulated into anything we required and infinitely reproducible with time and effort. Sesamite is all of these things, and yet, to even a sophisticated observer, it initially appears to be worthless. The inherent molecular flexibility of it is recognizable at the atomic level, but activating that capability has resisted every methodology at my disposal. But if it is too perfect to have been put here unintentionally, the difficulty of unlocking it must be intentional as well. What if Calyx is a trial? I propose this only because I have read classified reports of a sergeant who stumbled across some kind of alien temple, and a strange phenomenon that occurred there. It may be little more than my own exhaustion, but what if the key to unlocking Sesamite can be found at that temple too? Perhaps it is time to tell Pacific that I have found the miracle we were looking for.
Everything in storage here was for drilling and exploration, but the containers are all marked as medical supplies. Weird.
I suspect this is where the mission to Sector Zulu was staged. A great deal of deception and authority was no doubt involved, and only Pacific could have accomplished it.
preparation for our mission to the alien temple in Sector Zulu was an impressive display of secrecy and logistics. Colonel Paladin was correct in his assertion that the relocation of Production Terminal Lima was essential to our efforts, and he has secured the full cooperation of Sergeant Sparks. Pacific was also successful in quietly disseminating the memory loss compound I developed to everyone but the two of us, and I assured them that the mechanism of action would produce an amnesia that developed both slowly and selectively, built precisely for our purposes. As for the mission itself, well, this is where our troubles began. Upon entering the temple, several of us, myself included, were targeted by beams of light that fired directly from the cubes hovering within it. A separate thunderous shock occurred a moment later, knocking all of us to the ground, including the rebellious crew members who had been forced to accompany us. In the aftermath, our plans for the cubes themselves proceeded. Pacific assured me once again that all of them would be delivered to my laboratory, and that everyone else, especially the dissidents, would be led to believe the cubes were destroyed. The delivery never arrived. Fortunately, I have managed to retain the cube that I was attacked by, and I must admit to a certain fascination with it. In my case, I'm sure it is only the spirit of scientific inquiry, but it is possible that the others who were targeted have also found a way to appropriate their own cubes as a part of some personal obsession. Pacific assures me they will resolve this, recover the additional cubes, and on this subject, I will record a final observation, one that I believe may prove historic. I have analyzed my cube and determined what it is primarily composed of: sesamite. I am more certain than ever that these cubes are the missing link. They will show me how to activate sesamite into the substance that will save the human race. I was right about everything. Everything.
I figured our memory loss had something to do with the cubes. So much for that.
Yes, and my impression is that Mirage also has considerable gaps in her memory. However Pacific inflicted this substance upon us, I suspect they covertly did the same to her as well.